Hello and welcome, beautiful Aries, for your Zodiac wheel reading for July 2021. Thank you, Great Spirit, angels and guides, for joining us for this reading for Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for July. Okay, so what have we got here? First up, we've got Justice, and then the Seven of Swords. Okay, now we'll just start here with the first quadrant. And you've also got the Six of Swords there. So this is showing me, Aries, that there's some sort of contract or legal process that you're looking at, or new contracts being made available to you with that justice presenting there. And it's also a sign for you of using the wisdom of your past experience and the cause and effect situation also being prominent there with justice for you. The beautiful Justice card. It's also an indication of universal law, not just man's law. The laws of the universe are very strong for us here through 2021 in general. But you're making some good decisions also. Now, with the Seven of Swords, this is really depicting basically wanting to take your bat and ball and go home. There's something that has taken place where someone's let you down, or they've been sneaky, or betrayed you at some level, or at the very least you're feeling that way and you're wanting your own space. Now this is in the area for you of your measure of your own self-worth and your support systems that you use, so your family dynamics or your family. And it's also about your financial independence, but independence in general. And the Seven of Swords is speaking to you about needing your own space, and that's okay. You don't need to. You've got all the talent, you've got all the swords, you know. Without your swords, they're in what you're leaving behind or what you're walking away from is in a bit of a pickle, because they need your talents. Maybe that's what the contract is about, with this Justice being there. Six of Swords, sailing out of trouble. So that's good. So this is the right move for you to make. For those of you Aries that are in a bit of a bind and feeling that, you know, you want to give someone the benefit of the doubt, just remember you might need eyes in the back of your head if you're dealing with a crafty person. And there's nothing wrong with you playing it safe. And I feel with this Six of Swords here, you're making some major adjustments in order to regain your equilibrium. Okay? Now the next quadrant is the 4th house, 5th house and 6th house, and you've got the Three of Swords. So this is a very emotional card. This is, you know, represents stormy weather as well, so it's often a card of weather conditions being quite a challenge. Now, when the Three of Swords appears in your spread, it often is a case of something being stuck in your mind, or changes in relationship. There could even be some form of separation, which it does sort of show that you are walking away from something. So you are leaving something because you feel that you're more you're worth more, or you value yourself more than maybe someone else has given you credit for. This is affecting you in a way that your fears may stop you from leaving a bad situation. So just contemplate that, if that is something that you're resonating with there in the area of your home and family. Now, you are communicating, because the third house here has the Six of Swords in it, so you are communicating that you are moving onto calmer waters, a calmer place in your life mentally and physically, and you're ready to allow the healing, which is really good because you've got that Four of Swords there next to you, which does indicate there is some healing there still needing to be worked on and looked at. Now, the Two of Cups here. Now, you've got the Two of Cups reversed, Aries. So when she shows up reversed, it is showing that something is out of balance. And this is one of the social areas, the fifth house area. It's one of the areas that is about your social life, games, entertainment, your hobbies. It also governs children and the love that you give and matters of the heart. Okay? So in order for you to find your joy, which is what the Two of Cups is strongly orientated towards, finding your joy, because it is reversed, it is possibly some sort of misunderstanding, and you're feeling like love is on the rocks, or the relationship that the relationship that you have, either with a loved one or could be with children, because it is in the children's area of the spread, you could feel that it is out of balance. Okay? Just, you know, do a check-in with yourself of do you have trust issues? Is it your trust issues I'm getting here? And then you have the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles, no matter which way it is, reversed or otherwise, is always a wonderful sign for the months ahead. Okay? So it is about the give and take of life, and it could even be the return on investments. Now, being in a work area, this is the sixth house area of work, health, co-workers, your working conditions, animals. It's about your mind, body and well-being, and the service that you give to others. All right? Now, with the Six of Pentacles there, this is letting you know that you could get a bonus or a promotion in your work life. There's some good luck connected with that. And generosity. There's some sort of generosity in your workplace, or to do with your health situation. And you've got the Ten of Pentacles next to it. Now that's beautiful. The 10 is the perfection through completion of a cycle, the number 10. And this is the path of wealth, being shown here for you in your partnership area, business partnership, marriage, groups, the public, your equals, and it's the results of your labour. So this is indicating security, possibly even inheritance for some of you, and using your wealth wisely. You may even find that you're able to be a bit more of a philanthropist when this card appears, so that's lovely to be able to share your good fortune and enhance life, and this is enhancing your life as well. So this also is the polar opposite here. So the first house and the seventh house work in supreme harmony, and you've got the contract being signed there. So there could even be a possibility of a really good work situation, promotion, bonus, even a new job for some of you, which that would be very nice, wouldn't it? You're feeling like celebrating, and you're feeling very confident because you've got the Four of Wands here, and that is about good luck and expansion and living life to the fullest, and celebrations and strong foundations to build upon. And that is here in one of your wealth houses as well, the 8th house, finances that you share with others, inheritances, your emotional values, new beginnings. And with every new beginning there is an ending, remembering that. So there is something that does need to be let go, but you're happy with what you achieved, and also grateful. A lot of gratitude being shown there with that Four of Wands there in that 8th house area. The Star of Hope. You have the guiding star here, and it is a very Aquarian card, the Star card, and it's a number 17, so that also adds up to an 8. And it's about improving your life in mysterious ways, and really sort of acknowledging that karmic link between you and the situation that has possibly been challenging for you, which I feel is the challenge is being shown here with that 7 of Swords. And this is in the area of expanding your horizons, seeking wisdom of yourself through spiritual, mental and physical explorations. It's philosophy, law, religion, and foreign lands and countries. Okay, and this is where your goal orientated is pointing for the future in that 9th house area, but this guiding star of hope is there for you. So all is not lost, Aries. The moon here in the zenith of the wheel, the career area. Now the moon is in the tarot a Pisces card, and the Pisces energy does govern film and photos, movies, that kind of thing, so that may have a strong meaning for some of you, and for others it's about being able to see the big picture, being able to move the past aside, not dwell on it over and over and over again, or get neurotic about it over and over again. You can see the big picture, and you can, by doing that, you can repeat making mistakes that have led you to a dead end before, or carrying other people's baggage. So it's a bit of a situation here in the area of your social status, reputation and highest achievements in your life. It also governs parents and promotions, and it's really a message to you to not dwell on the past and to really open your eyes and see the big picture. Okay? By doing that, Aries, you will have the world at your feet. You've got the world here in the house of hopes and wishes and dreams fulfilled. So the world is the initial completion, and congratulations is in order whenever you have the world appear in your spread. And the 11th house is your hopes and wishes, your friendships, the receiving of love, allowing yourself to receive the love. If you're told or shown how loved you are, receive it. Don't sort of, you know, flog it off and say, oh, no, it's nothing. Or don't, you know, try to not be like that. Accept it and say thank you. Thank you very much. So this also is a future area, the 11th house area. It's where you manifest, and you are manifesting what has meant the world to you, or will be meaning the world to you. And July here is really powerfully strong for that. In a way, July is a month where we really want to get the balance between the adventures of our life and the routine of daily demands. We want to get that balance with that, and this is the initial completion being shown here of where you are heading, what you are trying to manifest. So what you are focusing on now here in July will be manifesting for you. So be careful what you focus on. If you find yourself being a bit negative, try and change those thoughts back to more positive, uplifting thoughts. Don't get bogged down too much in the what ifs or what could have been. We are living in the now, and that is the meaning of my readings. Actually, my monthly readings is to really help us navigate through the now, through the month that we're in dealing with. Now, you are navigating well because you've got the 9 of Wands here. So the 9 of Wands is your drive and determination, not putting up with any nonsense, because you know you're nearly at the winner's line and you're willing to overcome any obstacles. And the obstacles here are from these two. So your home and family, there's some sort of emotional turmoil there connected with that. It's probably a past thing, I feel, because the cards are saying that you need to not dwell on the past too much. And of course the 7 of Swords is, you know, you've had enough of whatever it is that has been dished out to you and you want to take your bat and ball and go home. And the 9 of Wands is letting you know that you keep that focus and keep your eye on the goal, and you will be able to achieve that. You definitely are on the right track with that. You're overcoming things. Okay. Now this is also presented in the area of your subconscious, that which is hidden and behind the scenes, but it's also the 12th house area about self-sabotage. So be careful of that. It's about your limitations, and it's the search for self-renewal. Okay, so you're constantly trying to be the best version of yourself this month, Aries, which is a wonderful thing to be striving for. So now, Aries, I will just focus and ask message. Who is your guardian angel overshining you here through July? The angel of inspiration. How beautiful. And number 18. So there's a lot of inspiration available for you. You're being inspired, as well as very possible that you're the one that is inspiring others, Aries. Aries can be quite inspiring. They're so brave. Go forth into the world very bravely. Okay, so now just while I'm shuffling, Aries viewers, focus on a question. What answer does Aries need to know for July? Thank you, angels. And your answer is remain positive. So that's your answer there for July, Aries. Aries, sun, moon and rising. And if you know your rising sign or moon sign, please do also watch those videos, dear Aries. Okay, so now we've got the transcendental planets. I've used the cards here and put them in the houses that they are in. Those of you that are following know that these are slow moving planets. So Uranus, Neptune and Pluto are the transformational planets. So they're the areas of your life that are being transformed and changed and altered. So it's to do for you, Aries, that transformation is taking place in your area of your self-worth, as well as the area of what you seek to heal and renew yourself, as well as the rewards of karma in that 10th house area. Okay, now Saturn is and has been here in this 11th house of loved, received, friendships, groups and long-term objectives. So the Saturn energy is one of limitations. It can be quite laborious, okay? So you may be feeling that you've been held back a little bit from actually being able to have the fun and friendships that you've been seeking. But Saturn, even though it is retrograde at the moment in Aquarius and will be retrograde until the 11th of October, Saturn is about getting it right and following the rules. Okay? Some things may need to end to make room for new beginnings in your friendships. And it rearranges your priorities as well. So now we'll start here with the new moon in Cancer at 18:02 p.m. So that's 2 minutes past 6 p.m. on the 10th of July. This is affecting you, Aries, in this area of home, family. It's also about property and land and the nation that you are a part of. and really feeling at one with your country that you live in, okay, and wanting to bring some nurturing and caring about that kind of thing with that home and land and country. So really it will be highlighting that nurturing side of yourself. Now, the new moon phase is a wonderful time to set intentions as well for the month ahead. And it's also a symbolic of new beginnings. So you may actually find around this time of the 10th of July that you can see the new beginnings opening up. All right. Now, the moon in Cancer, the new moon in Cancer, will also heighten your intuition and your subconscious mind, your psyche, your feelings, your moods, instincts, and reflection. So it's all highly sensitivity kind of energies are really heightened with a new moon in Cancer. And I feel with this new moon in Cancer that it will be really helping you to heal and nurture any conflicting emotions. You will be going within, but it's sort of helping heal any conflicting emotions with that sort of thing. Now, the sun this month is in its own. It's in Leo. So that is really highlighting, oh, Kobe, really highlighting this fifth house area, matters of the heart, children, where you find your joy, entertainment, speculations. So this is indicating that you may be dealing with a person in authority, because the sun does rule the heads of state, father figures. It also governs your integrity, your vitality, your emotions, like your ego, or that sense of free will. And it's also about the conscious mind, okay, and the sense of oneself. So you're wanting here, with it highlighting this fifth house area, there's a need for inclusions of others in your life to bring about a more personal growth and evolution, and enabling you to cultivate a healthier lifestyle. So that's always good when you can focus more on having a healthier lifestyle. So you may actually, because that fifth house is also about sport and your hobbies and the love that you give, and being entertained and being entertaining in itself. So nice placement there for the sun in its own until the 23rd of July. Until then it will be in Leo, and then the 23rd of July it will be moving over here into Virgo, and that will be highlighting your work colleagues, your mind, body and well-being, and focusing on your health issues. So get that healthy lifestyle underway, and then you may actually find that it really does help enhance your any health issues that you have here from after the 23rd of July. Okay, because that's when it moves into Virgo. And then Mercury here, Mercury is still in Gemini. So this is about your communication, it's about your neighbours, your siblings, your mental activity, and third house governs travel, short distance travel, because it's transportation, trade, journalism, education, speech. And you are travelling, and probably over water or near water. It may only be a river or a ferry, but or you may just be going out on the water for the day with your siblings or something like that. But Mercury here is wanting you to enjoy books, enjoy writing letters. It's highlighting all that kind of media and computer and anything that helps you learn and communicate. Okay, so that seems to be also the theme there for you. And then you have Venus here in the 5th house. Now, Venus is in Leo until the 22nd of July. So make the most of Venus here in Leo, because it's really giving you a lot of attractive opportunities in your social life, but also with anything connected to your hobbies and children. Now, Mars is also here in Leo as well. And I like to see Mars and Leo together, because, and especially in Leo. So Mars likes being in Leo, and Mars is about your muscles and about passion and drive, and so there's that meeting of Venus and Mars that are driving your passion for life. Now, Mars is in Leo until the 29th of July, and Venus is in Leo until the 22nd of July. Okay? So they're traveling together here through this area, highlighting wanting to have fun, wanting to mingle, wanting to be entertained, and I do think you'll find some joy there, and it's also the area of the wheel where there's some good fortune connected to that as well, for those of you that have had to you know, sort of buckle down with restrictions still ongoing. So now Mars is well complemented here, so it's an excellent time until the 29th of July to really heighten those organisational abilities of yours, using that leadership qualities that you do have, Aries, and it's lovely and well complemented here with Mars and with Venus in Leo as well. It sort of softens you being too pushy, because this Leo energy of the 5th house can be a bit pushy. Leo can be an extrovert. Now, your sex life could be very rewarding and quite colourful. There is a slight mention here for you, Aries, to mind your temper and forgive and forget quickly. Okay? But there's definitely a need for exercise. So start those exercise programs. Okay? Needing to start those exercise programs. So then, as I said, the 22nd of July, Venus goes into Virgo. So this is a time of beauty treatments being highlighted here, and I do feel that you will actually either receive the generosity of somebody else in connection with that kind of thing, or you will find yourself in a situation where you can afford to do it. You could even win some sort of beauty therapy or treatment, or be given something so that you can try it out. Maybe you're going to volunteer to try something out for somebody and give it a review and things like that. So there is generosity being shown there. Okay? And now some of the things that you can do for yourself that really are very inexpensive but very nice for your well-being is, especially for the feminine sex organs, because the Venus is goddess energy. So now rose hip tea and evening primrose are two natural treatments that I would suggest that aren't too extravagant or expensive, that can help with you know, really enhancing that those feminine qualities and feminine well-being. Okay? And for the Mars energy being moving into Virgo here, moving into your 6th house on the 29th of July, that is about the masculine energies and really focusing on your muscles, building some muscle tone will be one way of using that Mars masculine energy. Now Jupiter is here, and Jupiter is in Pisces still, and will be there until the 29th of July. So the message with this is that the Pisces frequency is speaking to you about no longer wanting to continue on the path that you were heading on. So for some reason you're changing your mind, you're wanting to head in a new direction. You've conquered all the challenges, you've moved through all the obstacles, and you're ready to move into that new direction now, Aries. So on the 28th of July, Jupiter moves back into Aquarius, because Jupiter goes retrograde and doesn't go direct again until the 18th of October. So it's in Pisces still until the 28th of July, 28th, 29th, and so in that time, don't be surprised if you find that you're sort of changing your mind about the path that you're heading on and making changes or to things that you've been working on up until now, and wanting you to focus again on your group situation, on your friendships, your long-term objectives. Now, from between the 22nd to the 27th of July, with Jupiter going into retrograde around that time, around about the 28th, it's a good time for a liver detox. Remember to take everything in moderation, and don't forget that you are being propelled forward, even if you do feel like you have to go back over matters, okay? There is support, because Jupiter is a wonderful social planet in a social area for you, highlighting that social life and showing signs of support. Okay, so you will be getting the support that you are seeking, and you really will maybe even find that you're quite surprised of where that support actually comes from. You weren't expecting it from that person, or it comes from a different angle that you weren't really focusing on. So it's quite an exciting month. You can achieve quite a lot here through July, Aries. Okay, so now your confirmation card. And you have strength. Wonderful. So you have 11, strength, the Messiah, lion and lamb. And your animal medicine message is: true strength is displayed through kindness, forgiveness and compassion. You have tremendous personal power and courage. And that, all that energy here up until the end of July is in Leo, and it is the sign of courage. So there's a lot of courage supporting you through this month, and you're taking the courage. You're very brave, but don't be foolhardy with your braveness. You don't have to be brave for anybody else. You just, sometimes, you know, you've just got to feel the fear and do it anyway. Nothing trod, nothing gained. So move forward. There is a strong moving forward, even though there's lots of planets in retrograde, because we do have Jupiter in retrograde, Saturn in retrograde, Neptune in retrograde, and Pluto in retrograde. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 planets in retrograde this month. So there is something that you've got to go back over, but you've got the strength and the courage and the kindness and compassion to be able to go over it without treading on too many toes. So thank you, Aries, for joining me, sending you love and light and many blessings, and until next month's reading, namaste.